Welcome to Comfort After number 2. This is my second attempt at this video. Um, it is of a sexual nature. I do apologize. It will not be for children, but I'm going to address it. I'm going to show the original from this TikToker, and then I'm going to show mine, and then I'm going to talk about it. And the only reason why I had to redo it is because I accidentally deleted it, and it was very important. And I also found out in my old video, the one deleted, that the age of consent in Virginia is now 15. It used to be 16. I Googled and Googled, and everything that I tried to post got deleted, so it's not really relevant, but I just wanted to let you know why I deleted the damn thing. I was trying to check the damn thing and hit the fucking wrong button, and the bitch got deleted. So now we have to do it all over again. It was also 30 some odd minutes, so we're gonna try to make this way shorter than that. Alright, so this young lady is from TikTok. I piggyback on what she said, so I'm gonna show her original video, then I'll show you my piggyback, and then we're gonna go from there.
A video where a dude who was like 24, 25 was checking the IDs of people, like the women, before he was willing to engage with them, if you catch my drift. And the video and the comment section was like, this still gives ick because they looked young enough to check the IDs. I'm 32 and I still get mistaken for a teenager. I know of two people very close to me, I'm not going to say who, but two people very close to me where 17-year-olds lied about their age and got other people to lie about their age in order to engage with in sexual conducts.
Alright, that's all you really need. I don't even need to give you my version because we're gonna pick it up from right there.
Okay, I just saw a video.
Okay, we'll give you my version.
A dude who was like 24, 25 was checking.
Okay, I can't make a long video on this. I'm going to take it to YouTube where I have full reign over my vocals. So I'm piggybacking on what she said. And y'all need to pay attention to this because it's very freaking important. Being this is like the 15th time I've tried to make this video. Accountability. Accountability is a thing. Accountability needs to be held, and people need to be taking accountability for their actions. Period. And a lot of people aren't taking accountability for their actions, and what this young woman is saying is exactly that. And people need to take accountability for their actions. Point blank, period. If you are going to lie about your age, you can't be mad when the shit hits the fan. So I'm going to take this video. Okay, so here we are. Now my other video was in a little bit more detail and it was a lot longer than this video I intend to make. But basically what it boils down to is that a lot of people have boundaries and no one wants to go to jail over tail. So you set boundaries. Her friend was 27. His boundary was he didn't want anybody under 18 years old. He actually didn't want anybody under 21 if you watch the video, unless I misinterpreted the damn thing. But anyway, the point of the matter is that she said that some 17-year-olds lied about their age to engage in sexual promiscuity with her friend, which kind of pissed him off. And I can't say I blame him because who wants to ruin your fucking life because you don't want to have sex with somebody that's under the age of consent? As I said in my other video, that I deleted, you know, I knew people who was like 17 dating 14-year-olds and the parent consented to this shit. Believe it or not, there was some strange fucking shit going on in that world. And no, don't worry, it wasn't me. I was lucky if girls looked at me when I was 14. Hell, I was lucky if girls looked at me when I was 17, outside the girlfriend that I had who I mentioned in the other video, who brought her new boyfriend who looked like me to the job, which I couldn't get fired from so I could whoop his ass. Anyway, the long and short of that is, people lie. Now back to the subject at hand. This young lady is explaining how when a woman lies about her age and a man has sex with her, that she is basically raping that man, which I believe is correct. If a man does not know that a young girl is not old enough to be consenting to sex in the first place, and he has sex with her, he shouldn't be the one charged. However, that's not how the way the world works. The world works more or less like, okay, well, she's 14 and you're 18 and you broke the fucking law because you had sex with a child. Which I get and I understand the law, but I also understand that that's some fucked up ass shit that the young girl does not get charged for this shit because they just ruined somebody's life. She didn't think that all the way through, but that they ruined the man's life because he was 18 and she was 14. Yeah, it's 4 years difference. And I know you're all thinking, but that's what's 4 years? Okay, well, here in Virginia, I just found out that the age of consent is 15, which totally fucked me up. I also found out in the video that I deleted that the age of consent in Japan was 13. Now, if that shit would have happened in Japan, it probably wouldn't have been a fucking problem. But it's still a fucking problem. I also said in the other video, don't mess with girls in Japan without checking their ID at least twice, because that's going to be a problem. I'm not going to Japan to have sex with a 13-year-old to wind up going to prison for the rest of my life because I didn't know she was 13. No, fuck that shit. And a prison in Japan to boot, because that's where the crime would be committed. No, we're good. Fuck that shit. But that's the thing. When young people, or young girls rather, because most young boys don't really lie about their age when it comes to sex, because nowadays most young boys ain't getting sex, they playing the fuck out of video games. And, most older women aren't going around sleeping with guys under 18. It's just that they can tell, There are some accidents that do happen, because again, when people lie about their age, and it's mostly girls, but I'm going to throw guys in there too, the adults are the ones that pay the price. Even though the other person consented, legally they could not consent, and they should not have been doing that shit in the first place. That becomes a moral compass issue. But if you go to a club, if you and I are in a club, I'm 49, you're 25. You're in an age of consent where it can be a one-night stand and we're done. Now let's say we go to the club and you're actually 17. I'm 49. You have a fake ID. I'm not a bartender, so I don't know it. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail the first time you post something on the internet or you talk to your parents, hey mom, I went to this club last night and this dude fucked my brains out. That dude's going to jail because your mom knows how old you are. And dude ain't even going to have a say in the word because he's going to know when the cops show up at his house. Because most of the time the dude will either take the girl to a hotel or take her to the house. If he's smart, he'll take her to the hotel, not to his house. Because that way she can't bring him back to the house. And that way if she remembers his name, it'll take a while for them to find him. And I'm not saying that like for him to get away with the shit. I'm just saying that, he's the one that's getting fucked. Because she lied about her age. And she won't get charged about it. And nobody will say anything. But he'll go to jail and he'll become a sex offender for the rest of his life because of a lie. Which is not fair. But that is how the law works. So, I'm going to end this video with this. Regardless of your age, if you are a man, you want to check her license. It is 2022 now. If her license is 1989 or anything in the 80s, you're good to go. Anything in the 90s, since I found a calculator, I'll tell you how low you can go. 2022 minus 1999. Okay, 1999 should be 23. So 2022 minus 2002 should be 20. 2022 minus 2005. Anything with anything 2205 and below, that chick's gotta go. Because she'll be 17 or younger. So get your shit straight and check girls' IDs, yo. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Be safe out there, gentlemen. Check those IDs. Ladies, check the IDs. But I almost can guarantee you, if you're sleeping with a guy who's 17, he ain't telling nobody shit. He might tell all his friends. So make sure he's not your son's friend. If you're over 30 and have children, make sure he's not your son's friend, because he's gonna tell everybody that he slept with you. And that's the difference maker, And I think when they're so young and the first time they have sex, I think they just have to tell everybody. Because when I first had sex, I was 10 and she was 12. I didn't tell anybody. I got told on because my siblings were there, and they were bait. And then I had sex with her, and I thought my dick was broken. But yeah, I just learned that was illegal. I didn't know that way back when I was 10, but it happened, and she was older than me. She was 12, but it's just something that, I don't really bring up because I didn't tell anybody. I mean, I tell everybody now, but I didn't tell anybody back then. I lived in the projects, man. Shit like this happened probably all the fucking time. I didn't know what I was doing. I do know I thought she broke my dick because it wouldn't stop getting hard after that. So, therefore, you know, never really thought about it the opposite way around. But yeah, check those girls' IDs. If it's over 2020, if it's over 2005, let her ass slide. 2002, it's still too young for you. But anything from 80 to 89, the wine tastes fine. I'm sorry, y'all. I tried to do so many damn puns and tried to make this light, but it's really a serious issue. Girls, don't lie about your age. Do not ruin somebody's life. If you want them bad enough, you can wait. And if you don't get your opportunity, well, it just wasn't meant for you to get your opportunity. Don't wreck somebody's life because you want to fuck. No, or at least fuck somebody your own age. And you should always lose your virginity to someone who cares for you at least a little bit. Not just to lose it just for the side of saying, I don't want to be a virgin anymore. So I'm going to give you a little piece of advice on that before I get off this damn thing. I don't know how this works for women. I know how this works for men. I hate thinking about sex all the time. Like 20% of my day is the normal shit. The other 80%, I'm like, damn. Sure miss sex. So yeah, I don't know how it works for women. I only know how it works for straight men. So if you're a young lady, don't go having sex. Don't. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying that, like, if you're like under 18, no. Barbies. PlayStation. Because there are a lot of girl gamers. You will have sex when it's your time. Don't rush that shit. And don't lie to guys about it so that you can fuck up their lives. That being said, I hope I worded this right. Thank you guys for watching, and good night.